What's going on, guys? Aggronix here, and welcome back to a brand new video where I'm going to go through my draft for the new ElysianUCL League. Now, before you ask, no, this is not Season 3 of the main league, neither is it the D-League. I'd like to welcome you guys to the brand new Little Cup tournament between me and all the guys from the main league of the ElysianUCL. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've never played Little Cup before, and it was pretty daunting when it was brought up in the conversation whether we should do a Little Cup, because I'd never done Little Cup. I know it's a really cool tier, but I've never really tried it because I feel like starting is very hard. You have to know a lot going in. I remember playing a few matches before and just getting manhandled. It was ridiculous. But it's because I'm playing with a lot of people that don't know a lot about Little Cup, and I'm playing with a team that was randomized, so this is going to be a lot of fun. I only drafted one Pokemon. I only made one choice, and I think you all know what Pokemon I actually chose. So we're going to jump to my draft right now. My draft, by the way, only the first Pokemon I chose was Aron right there. Aron, Fletchling, Hippopotas, Snivy, Riolu, Binnacle, Tentacool, Helioptile, Piplup, and Trico. Now, I really like this team. I really do. I think it's good. I think we'll do okay with it. You see a few weaknesses there. Obviously, a humongous ground weakness, but I feel like that's a small thing. Because I have Trico and Snivy that resist it. I have Hippopotas that kind of just wall them out for days. Piplup can be defensive as well, but there is a bit of a ground weakness, even though there is only four Pokemon on my team that are weak to him. But 4 out of 10 is a lot, you know. But I'm going to go into individually here, and I don't have a fire type either, which is kind of annoying, but I'm going to go into it. We started with our draft captain, Aron. Now, Aron is awesome. I love Aron. You know, Aron is really cool. You know, he's Aggron, but the mascot. It's Heavy Slam, Head Smash. Head Smash is going to be broken in this draft. Rock Polish, Stealth Rock, Superpower for those Steel types I want to just sit in front of me if I don't have Earthquake. You know, I think Aron could do really well. I think he does have some kind of potential. I did some calcs just with a few different Pokemon in the draft. Aron can one-shot things that it doesn't have, like, super effectiveness against. It can one-shot neutral. It can one-shot Bagon. It can one-shot a Snover, obviously. It can one-shot possibly a Bellsprout. You know, it does so much, and I really like Aron. He obviously is the mascot, so I felt like I had a duty to draft Aron, and if anyone drafted Aron, I would just feel so dirty killing an Aron. I would feel so bad. So I'm glad I drafted Aron. And look at this. Its shiny is demonic. Look at that. Oh my goodness. But we're going to keep it non-shiny for this because I love the blue eyes. It's so cute. Moving on to our first randomized pick, which was Fletchling. Now, Fletchling is a mon that I know can do really well. You're looking at its stats here. It's not the craziest thing. You have 45 HP, 50 in attack. Its defenses are pretty much useless. And 62 in speed, which is not bad. 62 in speed is not bad, but it's Gale Wings. Gale Wings is really the big thing that keeps it up there in terms of Little Cup usage. The same with Talonflame. All my flying type moves have a priority of 1, so which means I would be able to outspeed everything if I go for Roost, Brave Bird. Whoops, don't have Brave Bird. Acrobatics, Roost, like I already said. Tailwind. What other moves? Aerial Ace, Fly, Peck. I think, okay, I'm not overly excited about Fletchling. I think it can do well. It has a really cool moveset. It has Taunt and Tailwind and Swords Dance, which might be very good later. But, its moveset is not the best. It has Overheat and a few Fire-type moves, even though it isn't actually a Fire-type, which is kind of unfortunate. But it does have Facade and Quick Attack, which are stab normal type moves and return stuff. So I think we can do well. It's just how I play with it is the big thing. And the good thing about Fletchling is that no Steel type can sit in front of Fletchling because it has Overheat, because it has Heat Wave, because it has Flame Charge, which is pretty nice. It also gets U-turn, which is great. Gives me a little bit of momentum here. And I think Fletchling will do well, but it's all about how I use it. I feel like Fletchling will be a Pokemon dependent on how I use it, and I'll just have to look up a lot of videos and see how people use it. But I think it can do well. I think it really can do well. Next we have Hippopotas. Now, Hippopotas is a mon that I'm really happy about getting. One, because like Fletchling, it also supports Aron. Because Aron is a rock type, Sandstream will actually boost its special defense. So if I want to run Sandstream, I actually can. I probably won't a lot of the time because my team doesn't really like it. I mean, looking at it, I think Aron and Binnacle are the only ones that don't get hurt by it. Everything else does. It's pretty bad. But I still like Hippopotas as a bulky offensive wall because nothing, like, look at its stats. 72 in attack is not bad at all. Like, nothing can sit in front of Hippopotas. And it has a decent move pool, gets Stealth Rocks and Superpower, which is nice, gets Roar and Whirlwind. It also gets Earthquake and Crunch, which if I need it is good. I think it's a pretty good wall. It also gets Curse, which is very, very nice if I want to do that. Run almost a sweeping Hippopotas. I've seen Combine Slowbro do well. Why can't Hippopotas with Curse do well, you know? I think Hippopotas can do very, very well. And I'm very, very excited about using it. I've seen Hippowdon do incredible work in the Draft League format, which is weird because Hippowdon is kind of a one-dimensional Pokemon, but what it does so well, you know? And I'm really, really excited about using Hippopotas, and I think him and me can do a lot of work. Next we have Snivy. So Superior, like I said in my league, I loved using Superior. Superior didn't do a lot, but I felt like it was a great offensive Pokemon that just kept my opponent on their toes and kept their, you know, they kept thinking about what Snivy was going to do. I think, Superior, and I think Snivy will do the same. It also has Contrary and gets Leaf Storm. I think that's going to be crazy. Leaf Storm in the format. Guys, Snivy is going to completely destroy anything that doesn't like taking Leaf Storms, and as long as I outspeed. I could run Choice Scarf Leaf Storm. I'm gonna one-shot everything once I get the +2, you know? I'm really, really excited about using Snivy. Not only because it's the daughter or son, I don't know what I'm gonna make Snivy, of my Superior, William, but I feel like Snivy is just gonna be a really fun Pokemon to use. And it's another Pokemon that, you know, I like. I legitimately like every Pokemon that I drafted, you know, which is really, really nice. Next we have Riolu, which in my opinion is the best Pokemon I drafted. Randomly. I think Riolu is actually the best Pokemon I picked up because Prankster. And Prankster is good in any format, you know, whether it be Whimsicott or Sableye, Thundurus or Mega Absol. That's Magic Bounce. Shit. You know, I think Prankster has a great ability no matter what. And the fact that this thing's moveset is absolutely insane is going to be really cool. First of all, it gets Nasty Plot Vacuum Wave. And it gets Swords Dance Bullet Punch. It also gets Bulk Up, Agility, Drain Punch. Just guys, it's gonna be so broken. It also gets High Jump Kick, which I believe Lucario also gets High Jump Kick, but he has Close Combat, so we never use it. I don't think you get Close Combat, Riolu, you don't, buddy. So I feel like we're gonna be running a very, very weird Riolu throughout the season. You could see its attack is a lot higher than its special attack. But I mean, whoops, we forgot to put this to level 50. Sorry, level 5, I should say. If you put that down like this, and you were to max that out, I feel like 14 isn't bad in the thing, and also if you throw on Nasty Plot, that 14 becomes 28, and then you could run an item that boosts it like I don't know, something. But I think Riolu will do great. It depends on how I use it, like every other mon that we've drafted so far. But I do like Riolu. I think it's gonna be cool. Next we have Binnacle. Another Pokemon that will completely depend on how I use it. Now, Binnacle's stats are pretty decent. I actually really like it. 50 speed is okay. 67 speed is... 67 defense, I should say, is enough to where I don't have to worry about taking too many hits. You know, if they're not super effective, like a ground-type move or obviously a grass-type move. But I feel like grass-types aren't really a trouble for this team. And I think with Tough Claws, this thing is going to do a lot of work. You see right here, its moveset is not the best. It doesn't get a lot of physical moves, but I think it gets enough. It gets Razor Shell, which is the biggest thing, I think, but I don't think it gets any, like, rock-type move that you can actually hit them. Because Rock Slide is, from far away, I believe. I'll have to check that if Tough Claws boosts the power of Rock Slide and Stone Edge. And even if it doesn't, we're still using, you know, a +2 attack if we can get it off. So, you know, there's still nothing to be upset about with Binnacle. I do like Binnacle. It's another rock type, which is not that big of a deal because I feel like Binnacle, the same with all these other sweepers like Cloyster and Sharpedo even to a certain extent, I feel like their typing doesn't matter. I feel like what their ability is and their moveset is matters. And I feel like Binnacle's moveset and its stats are good enough to where I think it can do some fantastic work in the league. And it's going to be a Pokemon that a lot of people are going to be, you know, crazy about prepping for because, like, what if I was just to lead with Binnacle? What if I was just turn my brain off, lead with Binnacle, click Shell Smash, and possibly win, you know? It's like Binnacle is very, very good. And I think I can do very, very well with Binnacle as long as I keep my wits about myself and stay sharp with it. So that brings us to another water type, and this time Tentacool, a special wall. Now, special walls are very, very important in any draft league thing-ish. Bob, actually, how much is your special type? It's decent. But Tentacool, I think, is actually one of the better ones. Obviously, it gets Rapid Spin. It gets Acid Spray, Giga Drain, Hex, which is kind of cool. Haze as well, so you can't sit up on it. Scald, the best move in the game. Toxic Spikes, which is huge. I think Tentacool would be really, really cool to use. Now, the only thing that I'm not crazy about Tentacool is that its defense is so low. It's like, guys, it's 35. And, you know, I'm not crazy about that. It's not the biggest thing in the world because if we were to max this out, it would be probably 14, I think. It would be 14, which is not too bad, I feel like, but I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about, so, you know. I think Tentacool will be great as long as, you know, I use it against the right Pokemon. Tentacool definitely won't be able to take on every Pokemon, but hey, it has actually a base speed of 70, so it's actually pretty darn fast. So if I want to just have a fast Rapid Spin and Toxic Spiker, Tentacool will fill that spot. We move on to Helioptile. Oh my god, this whole draft was drafting Pokemon that I actually use in the main league, their baby form. Aggron, Aron. Superior, Snivy. And now, Heliolisk, Helioptile. Now, Dry Skin, I've been saying it all season, is a great ability for Helioptile. It basically allows him to check more Pokemon than he normally would if he didn't have Dry Skin. And it's just a great Pokemon. His moveset is off the chain as Surf for ground types. Off the Hizzle! I know a lot of you are joking about that right now. Signal Beam, you know, Rock Slide. Probably not going to use Rock Slide a lot. I don't believe it gets Hyper Voice, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. You know, it gets Facade. I don't fucking know. But I mean, I think Helioptile will do well. I am looking forward to using Helioptile species again. You know, as you know, we had great success with it in the main league. I think it did great for us in the weeks that we brought it, and I feel like Heliolisk, or Helioptile I should say, is going to be a really, really fun Pokemon to use and a nice throwback. And we bring it to two of the most odd Pokemon that we drafted, Piplup and Treecko. Now, I'm going to start with Piplup because I have a little bit more faith in Piplup than I do Treecko, but Piplup is really, really good. Looking at its stats, 53 HP, 53 defense, and 56 special defense. It's bulky all across the board. Not only that, it has a 61 special attack stat, so it's not too passive. It can take some hits and really, really bash back. It gets Scald, obviously best move in the game, Stealth Rock, Ice Beam, Grass Knot, which is pretty cool. And I think it's going to be really good. Also, it gets Defog, so if Tentacool just really does not do it for me one week, Piplup can fill that void we're missing. But I believe that's kind of it for Piplup. It gets Feather Dance, which might be useful. It also gets Icy Wind if we want to slow things down. But I believe that's really it for Piplup. But you know what? I feel like what it does is going to be really, really good and really, really beneficial for us. And you'll notice his HP here. 25 is not bad. You know, it maxes sorry, how about we max his I'm pretty sure 196 is the base for a lot of them. But if we max out a special defense, it goes to 15, which is pretty good. And then we max out this and it goes to 13. So I think Piplup is going to be a great Pokemon to use. I really, really like Piplup. I think Defiant is actually an ability that I'm kind of looking into. Do you get Aqua Jet? You don't. If you got Aqua Jet, you'd be broken. But I do like Piplup. I think it can do well. And looking at those stats with Eviolite, that special defense goes up to 22. This defense goes up to 19. That's not bad at all. And with the moves that it has, especially with the ice type moves it gets, to be able to take care of those grass types that are the only real thing that pose a threat to Piplup and Hippopotas. Hippopotas can take care of the electric types, but I feel like Piplup could be really, really good. And moving on to our final pick, Trico. Now, this is a mon that I'm actually kind of looking forward to use as like an unexpected sweeper. Because looking at its speed, 70 base speed is pretty darn good. 65 special attack and 45 attack. The only real bad thing about this Pokemon are its defenses, and with that being said, only its defense is actually bad. Its special defense is actually pretty decent. I think Trico can be really, really good because it has a really, really nice moveset. You see there it gets Pursuit, which is pretty cool. I come in on those, I don't know, water psychic types like Staryu. No, Staryu's water. I only say that because Joey drafted Staryu, which is pretty lucky on his part. But you see here it gets a Leaf Storm, the same as Snivy. It also gets Seed Bomb, Synthesis. Does it get Energy Ball? It does get Energy Ball. It gets Drain Punch, Brick Break, Acrobatics. Definitely a more physically orientated moveset. But you know what? Its special attack is still great. And Unburden is an ability that I wanted to see if it can do well, because we could run a bulky Trico with Unburden and it could actually work out pretty well for us. But I'd be interested to see what Trico can do for us. I want to bring it some week. Because this league is all about fun. You know, we're not gonna worry about making playoffs or anything. We're just gonna have fun with it. We're gonna take it seriously and we're gonna try to win our games. But we're definitely gonna have fun with this this league here. And you know what? Sunny Day Trico with Solar Beam and then Helioptile with Solar Power. Then you have Fletchling come in with the super effective with the fire type moves in the sun. I don't know, there's a little bit of synergy there. So if you guys like our draft, make sure to hit the like button down below for us. What do you guys think of it? I know the glaring weakness to ground. We don't have a fire type, we don't have a ghost type or a dark type, we don't have a dragon type, which I'm just noticing right now. But I think that would be bad on other teams, but I think the Pokemon we drafted, I think that'll be okay. We have 2 grass types, we have 2 water types, we have 2 rock types. You know, we got a little bit unlucky on that end, but I think this is still going to be a really, really fun draft league, and I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun watching. So if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button down below first, and with that being said, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye!